SMD Law is the official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Check them out on the interwebs at smdalaw.com or at 866-529-3537. No matter where you are in the state of Michigan, Upper Peninsula, Lower Peninsula, it doesn't matter. They have an office near you. So whether you need to send a letter to an annoying neighbor, or you're a criminal and you need defense, maybe you just have problems with elder law, check them out, smdalaw.com today. The official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Call them first, then you act.
Well, congratulations.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I guess, what has been your first acts of duty as defensive coordinator?
Well, acts of duty right now in January are recruiting, because players make plays. So that's what we're out doing, and obviously trying to get everybody on staff on the same page. But the defense we run is what we run, so that's not a problem. Right now we're looking for players.
Mike, after Paul's interview, several people told me he just wowed it, that he kind of took control of the room, and each of you were kind of a little bit like Ron Burton did. For you, what did you come away, because you're going to be his boss every day, what came across to you in that interview that wowed everyone else?
Well, I just thought our players will want to play for Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, you watch Paul talk, right away you feel like he is a relationship guy like Coach D'Antonio is, and it'll be a seamless transition for our players. Our players will want to play for him, and a relationship will be built there, and that's always first on our list.
Going from co-coordinator now to being the sole defense coordinator, how much does every day change for you? Is it simply just kind of game day stuff and calling plays, or how much do you see it changing on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis for you?
You know, I don't think it'll change that much. Obviously, Coach Barnett and I were a team, so there'll be some things that fall a little bit more on my plate, but I'll be coaching the linebackers, which I absolutely love. Be putting together the game plan, like I was a big part of doing before. I'll be scripting the plays, just like we did before. Certainly calling the plays will be exciting. That'll be fun, and I feel good about that. But it's not going to change that much. Again, this topic will come up over and over. We run the defense we run. That won't change.
Tell me about Mike Tressel, the play caller, because I mean, you did that early in your career, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you know what? The last time I was a sole coordinator, I was an offensive coordinator. So that was a little bit earlier in my career. So I've called plays on that side of the ball as well. But the bottom line is this. Our defense is known to be aggressive. I think our guys like that. So we need to play to our guys' strength. And that's one thing I'll always try to do, ask guys to do what they do best.
Mike, this will be a little bit of a transition because I'm assuming you're going to go up in the box. There's a few months away to the game, but first thoughts is that obviously you'll be back in the box. Is that going to be weird for you?
It will be. It absolutely will be. Other than maybe one exception here or there, last time I was up in the booth was when Coach D'Antonio was a coordinator and I was sitting next to him. So that's been a while. Now, that's not 100% that I'll be up there. We haven't even sat down and talked about those things, but I think there's a good chance of that, and that will be a transition.
What is it kind of bittersweet for you with Harlan leaving? He's getting an opportunity on his own, and now you get an opportunity on your own. Is it kind of a mixture of emotions for you personally, knowing him, for working with him for that long?
He's a brother. He's a brother. So anytime a brother moves away, you know you're going to miss him. But we also both know we're going to talk ball a whole bunch. So we'll be in contact quite a bit. It's a great opportunity for him. It's a great opportunity for me. But the main thing is the pattern, the philosophy, the blueprint that we've had here, that'll stay the same. And we have a lot of returning players. And a player-led team is much better than a coach-led team. So it's nice to have some great guys coming back to lead the game.
Does it help? I mean, obviously it helps when you get returners, but how much in this instance where there's a little staff change unlike years before, and now you have the same guys back and you're not bringing in a lot of new starters and new guys like that?
Yeah. A real good thing is that we have football junkies at every position. I mean, we have guys that love the game, want to watch film on their own, at every single position group. And they know enough about the game that they help coach each other. They've always done that. But we said after this season that this was our best practice team that we've ever had. So when you have those group of guys that are a great practice team and they're all coming back, that's fun. Those are the type of guys you love to coach.
How does the first hiring process go for you? I mean, you had technically, your defense had 2 spots to fill.
The hiring process goes, we're looking for people first. You know, we're looking for people who coach kids before they coach X's and O's, Coach D'Antonio obviously has a ton of connections. We have a lot of veteran coaches on the staff that have a lot of connections besides just myself. So we had a lot of good candidates to go through. In the coaching profession, that positions turn over so much, there are a lot of people out there that look at Michigan State and the stability that's here, and that's a selling point. People want to be a part of that. So we have great candidates. We feel good about it. Coach D'Antonio is a process guy, so we take it slow. We're not just making a phone call and hiring a guy, but we're going to end up with good people, and Paul's a great start.
For you, go from co-coordinator and linebacker coach to coordinator and linebacker coach. Is this going to put a little bit more maybe on some GAs to help, because you only have so many hours in a day?
That's a good question. I don't know how much the day-to-day will change. We do have returning graduate assistants, and they do a great job. Jesse Johnson, Joe Bowen, Steve Gardner, who's an analyst, they do a great job in the background. So we will be able to put more on their shoulders. I don't know how much that'll have to happen. Actually, a lot of the coordinator type responsibilities I did do, and obviously with Harlan. I don't think that the stress level should rise that much. Now we'll see how much you guys get after me. So you guys can help determine that a little bit. But I've always said this, I've coached the punt team, and nothing could be more stressful than the punt team.
Especially for D'Antonio.
Especially with D'Antonio.
You have risen to the challenge at every level in your career. So a new challenge, is it just, okay, great, let's go tackle it?
It's exciting. There's no doubt it's exciting. But I'm a competitive person, so I love the challenge. I'm looking forward to it. But I also know this, it's not what I know, and it's not even what our staff knows, it's what those players know. And we just need to keep recruiting guys that are those football junkies and those leaders, and we'll keep playing Michigan State defense.
Coach, what are some goals that you have for yourself as a coach in this new role and for the team going forward?
My goals are team goals. I can't really say I have any goals for myself, but we look at this past season and where we finished things in total defense and rushing defense, and more importantly in the win-loss record, and we know we want to keep moving forward. So the challenge is to always improve. And I'm not to the point yet where I'm going to say we need to be ranked this and we want the record to be that. But if you do things the same, it's hard to think that you're going to be better. So we do have to look for ways to do things a little bit better and get better as a team.
D'Antonio said today that in the Alabama-Georgia National Championship, the sack by Alabama on Georgia's last possession cost you the #1 rushing defense in America. So is that something you go back and challenge your guys? Look, Coach says it's about the inches, and it literally was.
I haven't used that line in that case that it's about the inches, but that's a great example. And our guys do know that. They do know down to the last defensive play of the season. We were at the top in rushing defense, but it's the same as a game. You can look at multiple games that we've played where we've been behind until the last play of the game. So what matters is how you finish. So we're one step away in rushing defense, so there's another step we can take.
Anything else, Coach?
Thanks, Coach.
Thank